Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for checking it out if you're new. If you've been here before, you know that I've unboxed a couple lightsabers in the past, and so today I have another one. You've already seen the title in the thumbnail. You know that it's the lightsaber of Jedi Knight Kanan Jarrus from Star Wars Rebels. And so as you can see, the box is in a little bit of rough condition because I wasn't going to do a video because I had some scheduling conflicts and I was impatient and wanted to open my lightsaber. But then, you know, I opened it up and I saw something really cool, so I wanted to do a video. So yes, the unboxing has sort of been partially done in that, like I said, this Disney store box is already tore up. But that allows us to get right to the goods and we can say goodbye to that. Because here we have it. These are the standard cases that any standard lightsaber from Galaxy's Edge or the Disney store comes in. And I've never gotten one in one of these before. Like you saw in the past video, the Clone Wars lightsabers came in their special wooden box. So I thought these were just standard old, plain old plastic cases. And it is plastic. Like it is something to protect your lightsaber though. And as you can see, because it's Kanan's, it has the Phoenix symbol on it. You know, the Phoenix symbol that becomes the Rebellion logo. And so, with it, I didn't know that on the top here, written in Arabic, I don't know if the light is creating a glare on there or not, or if it's making it easier to see. But written in Arabic, this is what made me stop, because I was like, that's cool. Is up here. It says Padawan Caleb Dune, because if you don't know, that's Kanan's real name back before he changed it, and so that is his birth name, Caleb Dune. And so I thought it was really cool that it's on there. And then of course down here it's Kanan Jarrus. So it has both of his names on the case. And this is honestly one of my favorite lightsabers from the animated shows. I'm gonna pop it open because it is held shut with like this tape that hopefully isn't gonna leave any nasty residue. Oh, that made a nice sound. I don't know if the camera picked that up, but listen to that. Ah, that's a good sound. But then now that the tape has been cut, I can hopefully peel this off. And like I said, it doesn't seem to be leaving any sticky residue. I had a feeling it was like tape specifically. I don't know what this type of tape is. The one that has like the wire inside of it so that it doesn't break. But then, where did I make the tear on this side? But yeah, Kanan's has been one of my favorite lightsabers for a while, and there have been rumors that they're going to be retiring this one from the parks and from the Disney store, so I thought I would grab it up before it's gone. And I think it's really cool because it has a unique feature that I already saw in the promo images it does do. So again, it has the crest, whatever character it is, it always has their crest of, you know, the Sith or the Jedi and so forth. You push the crest and that should open it. And then we can open it up and wow, I did not know it was going to be sitting in this like satin type stuff. I thought it was just going to be styrofoam. Like the Clone Wars lightsabers that I got, they were just sitting in styrofoam. It wasn't anything special like this. Some instructions, specifically, I was going to say, I wanted to know how this part happens. So right off the bat, this lightsaber is huge. Like, I know people complain that the Galaxy's Edge lightsabers are too big. And I can kind of see the complaints here with this one. Like, it is so big. I guess I'm holding it in one hand here and it's a moderate grip. And then the little on switch is right here. I don't know if that is screen accurate or not. I know some of them aren't always screen accurate because they do it based on the functionality of it. Like, that's why I haven't bought Rey's. Rey's Skywalker saber is one of my favorite lightsabers, but it's just an on-off button, and that's lame. So I haven't bought the Disney version. And so, in theory, oh, perfect, it does. I was gonna say, this, if you've watched Rebels or know anything about Kanan, this is like the iconic thing his lightsaber does. It comes apart. Obviously here it's a screw, but this is because he carries it in 2 separate pieces on his belt, because he's a Jedi and hiding after Order 66, and so that you don't know it's a lightsaber. Like, it just kind of looks like junk parts hanging off of his belt. But then there's the iconic scene in the pilot in the very first episode where he screws it together. And that was really nice. That it literally, I'm wondering if you could screw up the alignment, because that's screwed in like in the perfect spot so that it's always facing the right direction. Like, what if I screwed in a different way? The threads are probably, yeah, I was gonna say, it always goes back to how it's supposed to be, where it has like this ring around it, this, I don't even know what you'd call it, this flat piece on the side, so that it's always in the right spot. Yeah, this lightsaber is huge. I like that it has the little ring, because Anakin's is kind of supposed to have that at times, but on that one it's not actually there. So I like that on Kanan's it actually does have the little ring on the end. And of course it's covered in all this orange safety tape that tells you, like, oh, this is where the batteries go, and this is the on-off switch, and lithium batteries. And you may or may not want to take those off depending on how you're going to travel with your lightsabers. Like, for example, I'm pretty sure you're getting on a plane, you have to leave that like lithium battery statement on there so that they know it's not a bomb. But otherwise, I messed around and took all the stickers off of my Anakin saber, and it leaves a bit of residue on there, but what you can do is you can use clear Scotch tape, put it on top of the residue, and peel up. Sorry. And if you peel the tape off with the residue, it'll just bring the residue right with it. So yeah, I love that Kanan's, like, I love this feature that it unscrews like this. It's such a silly feature. Like, when would you ever practically use this, like in cosplay or anything like that? But it's nice that it does it. It's a cool scene from the pilot episode when Kanan finally embraces and reveals that he's a Jedi to the Empire and the Rebels. But so yeah, overall, like I said, a very nice build. It's a pretty simple lightsaber. It's not the craziest, most complicated lightsaber. I've got a blade right here. If we go ahead and, in theory... Uh-oh. Oh, so that's where... Okay. So Kanan's a little different. Okay, I'm glad I did it right here on camera, because that's a little odd, but I can see why it has to, because if you see the hole that is made from this ring piece that goes on the top, his emitter, it doesn't fit. You have to slide it, the blade, through it, which I wonder if that would end up... after like repeated uses, if that would scratch your blade up, because you know they are just like this plastic frame. And then you do the good old line up the holes. Nope, I'm just stupid. There it goes. I don't know if you heard the sound, but it always makes the engagement sound. That's how you know the blade is in, right? And insert and twist, as we learned from the last set of lightsabers. Then you slide it over, line those up, twist it, and now you've got Kanan's complete saber. And if I flick the switch, please work, please have batteries in you. Alright, there we go. And so obviously we've got the lights on right now. I should probably show you with the lights off in a moment. But yeah, overall I think it's a fine addition to my collection. And I only saw just now that, yeah, underneath this like satin stuff is cardboard, but then in here it actually comes with belt clips for the lightsaber, because this one doesn't have the traditional hooks that all of the Galaxy's Edge lightsabers have. Most of the Galaxy's Edge lightsabers have a special hook that connects them to your belt that you have to buy, and it's super expensive, you know. Corporate synergy, baby. Gotta monetize even a belt loop. I'm always scared I'm just gonna snap this thing when I pull it out. But for Kanan's, because it's meant to be stored in 2 halves on his belt, this one just has, there you go, like that would go on one side of your belt. And then it has this little like dual hook thing to clap that on. I guess technically it would hang like this. That's how he wears it in the show. And so then there you go. So then you have the 2 halves wearing it like he does. That's actually really cool that it came with these. Because, like I said, I hate that the other ones you have to have the very special Disney belt loop that cost $1 million. So the fact that Kanan's is special and has his belt loops so that you can carry it as he does is really cool. Ooh. But alright, let's go look at this thing in the dark, and then I think we're done here. You know, sweet and simple. The last one I opened how many lightsabers? Which is this one? I only opened 1. Because I had more self-control. And then those just go right back under there. And then this does take a little bit of finagling to get back in, because it is like tight, exactly shaped to it. So that takes a little finagling. Like, I do wish this was a little, like, this is literally like they just got whatever material this is and just kind of threw it in here. Like, it's, I wish it was tightly formed onto this so that you wouldn't have to sit here and finagle to make them fit. But yeah, now knowing that Kanan's comes with the belt loop, I actually am excited and actually might take this thing to a con with me. And see, where I was messing up is on the sides there are a skinny side and a fat side, and I was not lining them up to their respective pegs. And then there you go, you heard it. Okay, so now we're here in the dark. I've got my camera light on right now, but the saber is fully assembled, and immediately just here in this setting, you know, you can see it provides a lot of light. I go 50-50 on the sounds because they're not the most like receptive. Like, you see I'm waving it right now, but it's only doing the like wave, the one wave sound. Or like if you hit it on something, it's supposed to, you know, make the like lightsaber clash sound. It was just doing it a moment ago, and now it's not. Oh, there it did. You just gotta really, like, don't be afraid to get rough with it. Okay, so that actually was pretty responsive once you got tough with it. And then I assume it's going to be similar to when I did Anakin, Ahsoka, and Obi-Wan's, but if I turn the lights off, there we go. I almost feel like it's not as bright, or it might be a different shade of blue. Because, like, when I tested out those other ones, they lit up the entire room. Versus, as you can see, you can't even really see me. Unless I hold it, like, right here up to my face. Then you can see me. Which, maybe that's because, again, Kanan's is a softer blue because of the art style of Rebels. So maybe that's what they're going with. Or maybe I'm just crazy. Or maybe the bulb is going bad in my blade. Who knows? But overall, I think it still looks really good in the dark. Like, imagine if you were at Disney World and at night and how everybody puts their sabers in the air and how cool that would all look. Alright, I'm gonna turn the lights on because you can't even see me with this thing. And so yeah, like I said, I really like the saber. And I think the fact that it comes with the belt loops makes it way more functional than the other sabers. Because, as I keep repeating myself, the other ones, like I have all those Clone Wars lightsabers. No way to carry them on my belt loop, like, appropriately, because they have the fancy little special Disney hook. I'm sure you could probably 3D print it now that I say it, but I don't have those skills. And a lot of people don't, and that's okay. That's what we have prop makers for. Like my good friend of the channel, Grant, who is currently working on a secret Star Wars cosplay for me that I'm not ready to reveal yet. But go follow Grant, check out his Etsy, check out his Instagram. He's an awesome prop maker. And now that I've said that, I will probably commission him to make a belt loop for my other lightsabers. Like I said, super short, only one lightsaber to unbox this time versus the 3 last time. And this one was very straightforward. Like, I know how Obi-Wan's you have to unscrew the display head and put on the actual functioning ones. Also, those ones have dust caps. This one, Kanan's, does not have a dust cap. I assume it's just because they probably considered this whole thing, the emitter, as the dust cap, seeing as you have to screw it off and put the lightsaber in it. Oh, you know what? You know what I didn't try? Is I am curious, it has these lights on the handle, on the emitter. And now I didn't even look when the lightsaber was in it. Because that's also the downfall, I feel, of these Disney lightsabers, is they don't do anything. Like, I'm flicking it on and off right now. They don't do anything without the blade. Like, the blade closes the circuit. Okay, now that that's in there. Okay, yeah, no. The lights. Sorry, I just keep turning it off because I know that's loud in the recording. But, yeah, no, these lights on the side don't do anything, so that's a little bit of a bummer. That's my only critique so far. Like I said, I think taking the emitter off to put the blade in is a little awkward. But the fact that it kind of gives you that play functionality of taking it apart and carrying it on your belt loop is just so cool, I can't even complain. Alright, so that's going to do it for today's video. I have already looked into purchasing another lightsaber, a very special one from a very special Jedi Master that we've recently met in a recent Disney Plus show, that's all I'll say. I haven't committed to that purchase yet, but I'm thinking about it. So if you want to be here when I do, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you know when that next one's coming. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.